Hello students, this is Shubhadra and on your request for lectures on organic chemistry, today we are here with a new topic, that is cycloalkanes. If we talk about cycloalkanes, they are the saturated hydrocarbons in which one carbon is joined to another carbon to form a ring structure. If we see the example, cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane and cyclohexane are the examples for the cycloalkanes. And here all the compounds are seen to be saturated, means all the carbons are joined by carbon-carbon single bond. If we see the cyclopropane, here this carbon is joined to this single carbon and this single carbon is joined to this single carbon to form a triangular structure, and this structure is known as cyclopropane. If we talk about cyclobutane, here four single carbons are joined together in a square form to form a cyclobutane. Similar to cyclopropane and cyclobutane, cyclopentane and cyclohexane also form a ring structure in which there is a presence of carbon-carbon single bond. So what are the important points? That these cycloalkanes are the saturated hydrocarbons. They all in all the structures, carbon-carbon are joined by a single bond to form a ring structure. So they are known as cyclo. The word cyclo is used because they are ring structure. The third important point is that they are also known as alicyclic compounds. And they form a homologous series with the general formula CnH2n. So these are the important points for cycloalkanes. If we talk about some nomenclature, then this is cyclic structure. So this is cyclo, and there are four carbons. So this is cyclobutane. But if we add a methyl group here, then this is known as methyl cyclobutane. If we consider another example, then this is cyclo, because cyclic structure. This is cyclopropane, and if we join a bromine group here, then this is bromocyclopropane. So this is a short introduction for cycloalkanes. And if we talk now, we can talk about stability of cycloalkanes. If we break the term cycloalkanes, it can be written as cyclo plus alkanes. Here if we talk about alkanes, they are the saturated hydrocarbons and they are least reactive. They are also known as paraffins. Paraffins means very less affinity. Alkanes are very less reactive because they contain saturated carbon-carbon single bond, and they undergo very less reactions. Only least reactions are known, like halogenation, which undergone through free radical reaction, or like combustion, which also undergo at very high temperature. So alkanes are paraffins in nature. They are least reactive. But if we talk about stability of cycloalkanes, what about cycloalkanes? Then various scientists try to find out the stability of cycloalkanes through different theories. Bayer is one of the most important scientists who have given Bayer strain theory, which can explain the stability and reactivity of cycloalkanes. Now we can discuss about Bayer strain theory. Now coming to the Bayer strain theory, the theory is given by Adolf Bayer in 1885. This theory was proposed by Adolf Bayer in 1885, keeping in mind two assumptions. The assumption number one is that the bond angle between two pairs of carbon is 109 degree 28 minutes, and this is also a normal tetrahedral angle. If the carbon is sp3 hybridized, then the normal tetrahedral angle is 109 degree 28 minutes, and this is the ideal angle for the Bayer. The second assumption is that all the ring structures are present in a planar form, means all the carbon in the ring lie in the same plane. Keeping in mind both of these assumptions, that the normal angle between two carbon pair is 109 degree 28 minutes, and all the carbon in the ring lie in the same plane, that is the ring structure is planar, he observed different bond angles. What he does? He observed different bond angles in different cycloalkanes. For example, he observed the ring angle of cyclopropane is 60 degree, the ring angle of cyclobutane is 90 degree, the ring angle of cyclopentane is 108 degree, and the ring angle of cyclohexane is 120 degree. And depending upon this, he proposed angle strain theory. The Baer strain theory is also known as angle strain theory, because he say that the normal angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. So he calculated angle strain in different ring. For example, if we consider cyclopropane, the angle present in the ring is 160 degree, but the ideal angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. Means if we consider this is the normal angle, so this normal angle is 109 degree 28 minutes, and the angle present in the cyclopropane ring is 60 degree. So what is the angle strain? This deviation is known as angle strain, and this is calculated by the formula angle strain is equal to half of the normal tetrahedral angle, that is 109 degree 28 minutes, minus the angle present in the ring. Here for the cyclopropane it is 60 degree. So we can calculate the angle strain by this formula, and for cyclopropane it is 24 degree 44 minutes. Similar to cyclopropane, he calculated the angle strain in cyclobutane, cyclopentane and cyclohexane by the similar formula, and he postulated that any deviation of bond angle from the normal tetrahedral value could impose a condition of internal strain on the ring. The important point is that any deviation which is present from the normal tetrahedral angle would impose a condition of internal strain on the ring, and due to the presence of this internal strain, the ring may be unstable. Means we can say that lower is the deviation, higher is the stability of the ring. Or we can say vice versa, that greater is the deviation, lower is the stability. And this is explained by calculation of different angle strain in the different cycloalkane rings. Baer can calculate angle strain for different ring. For example, he calculated for cyclopropane, we have already seen in the example, half of the normal tetrahedral value minus 60 degree, the angle present in the cyclopropane, and the angle strain is found to be 24 degree 44 minutes. If we talk about cyclobutane, then the angle present in the cyclobutane is 90 degree and the angle strain is 9 degree 44 minutes. If we talk about cyclopentane, then the angle present in the cyclopentane is 109 degree and the angle strain obtained is 0.44 minutes. And if we talk about cyclohexane, then the angle present in the ring is 120 degree and we find a negative value of angle strain in the ring. So what are the different assumptions of Baer? The first assumption is that, as I have already said, that greater is the deviation, lower is the stability. So, if we compare all the angle strain, then there is the 24 degree 44 minute amount of deviation present in the cyclopropane. So, and comparing to all the rings, the value is highest. So, the deviation is greater, means according to Bayer, cyclopropane is the most unstable ring. Means this ring will undergo ring opening reaction. Means a certain amount of strain is present in the ring, and to release this strain, the ring undergo ring opening reaction to form to give different reactions. If we see the angle strain of cyclobutane, it is 9 degree 44 minutes, which is less than cyclopropane. Means according to Bayer, cyclobutane is stable than cyclopropane because of this much deviation, which is lesser than the cyclopropane. If we talk about cyclopentane, then according to Bayer, the deviation in the cyclopentane is very less. It is 0.44 minutes. So according to Bayer, cyclopentane is the most stable compound. It is stable than cyclobutane. It is also stable than cyclopropane. So it is the most stable compound because there is minimum deviation in cyclopentane. And according to Bayer, if we talk about cyclohexane, then it have a negative value. So due to this negative value, cyclohexane ring has a maximum strain, and they are very reactive in nature. But if we see in the natural way, then cyclohexanes are more stable, most stable compounds. They are least reactive. So according to Bayer, what are the postulates of Bayer? Cyclopropane is the least stable because of this high deviation. Cyclobutane is stable than cyclopropane because the deviation is less than cyclopropane. And cyclopentane is the most stable compound because of very less deviation. And cyclohexane and above compounds than cyclohexane, that is cycloheptane and cyclooctane, also contain negative value of strain. So these rings are least stable, or they cannot exist in the nature according to Bayer. Now coming to the limitations of Bayer. Now coming to the limitations of Bayer strain theory. What are the limitations? The first limitation is that Bayer was not able to explain the effect of angle strain in the larger ring. As we have seen in the lecture that we have calculated the angle strain only for cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane and cyclohexane. And angle strain of all these four rings were calculated by Bayer also. So he is not able to explain the effect of angle strain in the larger ring. This is the first and most important limitation. The second is cyclopentane should be much stable than cyclohexane, but practically it is reversed. We have, as we have seen in the table, that according to Bayer, the cyclopentane has least angle strain, so they are most stable according to Bayer. But if we see practically, then cyclohexane rings are more stable than the cyclopentane ring. The third and important limitation is that according to Bayer, larger ring systems are not possible. According to Bayer, cyclohexane and above rings can have negative strain, and because of these negative strain, they are least stable and they could not exist in the nature. But practically this would not be happen. Means the cyclohexane ring is the most stable ring, and the rings above them, that is the ring like cycloheptane, cyclooctane, etc., are exist in the nature, and they are also stable in nature than the cyclohexane. Now coming to the conclusions of the Bayer strain theory, instead of these limitations, Bayer has given an important stability theory for cycloalkanes, that if there is a presence of angle strain, how will we calculate the angle strain? The angle strain is a half of the angle of normal tetrahedral angle minus the angle present in the ring. By this we can calculate the angle strain, and if the angle strain is present in the ring, then the ring is not stable. To release this strain, the ring undergo ring opening reaction, and different ring opening reactions are we can discuss different ring opening reaction in our further lectures. So Bayer has given this important stability theory, and this is all about this theorem. Thank you for watching.